Hey, Motorman here, and I'm at Newport Richey Harley Davidson, and I'm about to take this bike for a ride. This is a 2021 Sport Glide. They made these for, I think, 3 model years. Really nice looking bike. Comes with the fairing and the hard saddlebags. Looks especially good in the white color. And here's the best part. With only 14,800 miles or so on it, $12,997 is the price. These went for over 20,000 bucks. So let's take it out, see how she runs. All right, the first thing I like to do is check the maneuverability, and that's what I'm going to do by riding through their Rider's Edge course here. Not like most Harley Davidsons. This bike's got a decent lean angle, very good really. I think about 30 degrees. And it easily maneuvers really nice. Sweet handling motorcycle. Unfortunately, just as I was pulling out, the mic slipped out of my helmet, and if I played it, all you're going to get is wind noise. So I'll talk over the video and explain a little bit about this motorcycle. It comes equipped with the 107 motor. They put out somewhere around 80 horsepower. I'm not sure if that's at the rear wheel or just at the crank, but the 107 is more than enough power for this motorcycle. Lots of low-end torque. That's what the Milwaukee 8 and, well, Harleys have been throughout the years, is abundant torque. And that's what you feel when you're accelerating. You don't feel horsepower, you're feeling the torque. And it also makes passing, of course, a lot easier without having to downshift. But if you do want to downshift, you can do so and pass even quicker. Ride on the bike is, I'd say, on the firm side of soft. It's not soft, it's not really extra firm. The bike has a very comfortable seat. And by the way, the fairing, though very small with that very tiny windshield, it does a pretty good job of blocking wind. I noticed wearing my full face helmet that I got no wind buffeting. It speeds up to about 55 miles an hour. I didn't go much faster than that, 55, 60. And vibration from the motor, you feel a little bit of low frequency vibration as you do on all soft tails coming through the grips, but it's not objectionable because it's low frequency. It's the high frequency vibrations you get on a lot of 4-cylinder motorcycles that make your hands start to tingle after a while. You'll never get that on Harley Davidson bikes. Handles beautifully. This bike weighs in, I believe, right around 690 pounds. And as compared to, say, the 850-pound touring motorcycles, it feels very light on its feet. It handles turns just beautifully. You got 30 degrees of lean angle, more than enough for a cruiser. I should mention that if you're a taller person and you'd like a taller windshield, they are available, both from Harley Davidson and from the aftermarket. So, yeah, you know, if you're 6 foot, 6'2" or so, you probably want a higher windshield. But as I said, though small, this fairing does a really good job of blocking the wind. Now, out on the road, very comfortable motorcycle. This is, after all, a touring bike. It's got the fairing, it's got rather large bags. These are the same bags that you can now get on the Lowrider ST. So there's plenty of room in the bags. You can add, of course, a tour pack. They make the accessories and the hookup for it as well, quick release. And if you're the type of person that maybe is moving down, you figure your 850-pound, 900-pound touring bike is a little bit too much. You don't do that much touring. You want to get something lighter, but that's still capable of long-distance riding. This is the perfect bike for you. Now, stay tuned, because when I went back to the dealership, they just brought out a 2010 Heritage. And I call this 2 Harleys for the price of 1 for a reason. Well, I'm here at Newport Richey Harley Davidson to ride that Sport Glide. I see this bike just came in. This is a 2010 Heritage Classic, or Heritage Nostalgia. I'm not sure which they called it, but this bike is, I mean, it's like brand new. It's a 2010 with 6,500 miles on it. And get this, 8,900 bucks.
You could not possibly go. I'll bet you could ride this bike for several years and get your money out of it. So let's take it for a little ride. All right, so this bike, with this mileage and in this condition, I mean, it's like new. Plus, it's got all kinds of chrome extras on it. Shockingly, they didn't change the exhaust, but a lot of stuff added to this motorcycle. And if you like the nostalgia look, oh man, that's what this bike is all about. It's got the tried and true twin cam 96 motor. Known for their reliability and plenty of power. Granted, not as much as the 107, but more than enough. Lots of torque. They ride nice. And these bikes came with wide white walls on it. And that's the only thing I would change about this motorcycle. I'd put some wide whites on it because that nostalgia look with the wide white walls is just about perfect. Now, I believe these bars are aftermarket and they're a little bit higher than what came on the bike, though they did come with, I think they called them mini apes. But if you need more room, you could always push them forward. If you want them closer to you, you could always adjust them, just 4 bolts to bring them back towards you. And for the price, for $8,900, ooh, this is a steal. It's like I said, it's a bike you could probably ride for a couple of years and get every penny back out of it. Right now, the motorcycle market is a little crazy. There's a lot of used bikes on the market. I've seen bikes like this with more mileage advertised for $14,000, $15,000. So if the budget's tight, but you want a real Harley Davidson and you want a Harley that reminds you of the 1940s Harleys, which is what the Heritage is all about, this is it. Beautiful black color, nice and shiny paint. It looks brand new. Now, I've ridden plenty of the new Heritage motorcycles. Fine bikes, a little bit more power, better lean angle than this bike. But the styling of the bags, well, I like the looks of these bags much better. These are actually leather bags, and they do tend to sag a bit with many years and miles on them, but the aftermarket makes some pieces that you could put inside the bags that hold them rigid. So if you're in the market for a nice touring bike or nice around town bike with the nostalgic look and like I said, the 96cc motor, I had 96 cubic inch motor, $8,900. I'd hustle right down to Newport Richey Harley Davidson, take a look at this bike, take it out for a ride. I think you'll be sold on it. So if you think about this, both bikes I rode today, this bike $8,900, the other one $13,000. For about $22,000 you can get his and hers motorcycles that you'll be able to ride for many, many years. Trouble-free, great looking motorcycles, great ride, do touring around town, whatever it may be. Yeah, like I said, buyer's market, it's time to get out, buy yourself and the wife a new bike. This is perfect. Get both of them, tell them Motorman sent you. And don't forget to subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this. And hustle down to Newport Richey Harley Davidson. Tell them Motorman sent you.